Hello and welcome to my webinar. I decided to come on air quickly and show my face because today's my birthday. Hey, yay me! Today's my birthday, and I'm so happy. And I'm waiting for you guys. I'm waiting for you, and I want to speak to you about the first steps to writing your book. So I'm going to go to the slide now, but I just wanted to log in and say hi and say, hey, it's my birthday and I'm happy. So come join me over here. So let's go to the slides. Let's go over to the slides. Let's go over to the slides. Okay, welcome to the webinar, First Steps to Writing a Book. We're going to be getting clarity for your nonfiction book. And we're going to be talking, it's going to cover, whatever we discuss will cover fiction books up to a point. There are just some slight differences, but essentially, this is basically for a non-fiction book. All right, so who am I? I am Pamela Agboga. I'm a writer, editor, and a book consultant. And I have written 2 books. Weekends Are for Loving, I wrote alone. Pepper Soup, I wrote with a group of wonderful women. There are some African writers, some beautiful female African writers from across Africa, and we made this book together, Pepper Soup. I have 2 stories there. And what I want to share with you today, the things I have learned from writing these 2 books are what I want to share with you today. Now, the focus of this webinar is to understand your mission and choose your book topic. You can't write without having a plan, a focus, a direction. So the focus of this webinar, understand your mission, why are you doing what you are doing, and then choosing the topic you want to write on. What do you want to talk about? Now, do you feel stressed, confused, or unsure when you even think of writing? You get to your book, open it up, and you've written some pages, and suddenly you're not sure whether what you're writing is worth it, or you're not sure people are going to like it, or you're not sure people are going to buy it. You're worried. You just get discouraged, and that's what happens to over 1 million manuscripts every year. People start and they do not finish writing because they get stressed, they get confused, and they get unsure whether they are doing the right thing. Now, in such situations, what you need is what we call clarity. How does clarity help you? It will give you focus, it will give you direction, motivation, and it will give you success. When you are clear on what you are doing, you will have all these things and you will have success. Now, focus and direction are what we are going to look at today. We're going to get focus and we're going to get direction. After we get focus and direction, we work on motivation and we work on having good success. Okay? Now, the first thing you must always do is believe that it is in you. Whatever book you want to write is already inside of you. The book you want to write is inside of you. Now, what's your mission? What is your mission? You need to find out for yourself, why am I thinking of writing a book? Why am I desiring to write a book? Do I want to help people? For myself, to make money? Do I need cash? Or is it for accolades? Is it for reputation? I want a prize. I want to be known for something. You need to know your mission. The mission will help you decide what you're writing on and how you are going to write it. Now think about this mission, this why, this reason. What's your reason for writing your book? I'm going to be giving you some seconds to write down. That's why you were supposed to bring your pen and paper. So we have 30 seconds. The clock starts now. 30 seconds to write down why you want to write a book. Why do I want to write this book? We've gone on 10 seconds now. Think about it. Why do I want to write this book? 20 seconds. Have 10 more seconds left. Write fast. Write with purpose, because that's what we're looking for. Purpose, focus, and clarity. Write with purpose right now. And your 30 seconds are up. Now, what was your reason? What is your reason? Why are you writing your book? Your reason is personal to you and very important to you. And that is the first step. Next step is to choose your topic. What area, what thing are you going to write on? What are you writing about? Now, here we're going to pick out some things and we're going to use them to get some topic ideas. First, we're going to think of some things that you have overcome that were challenging to you. What are some challenges that you might have faced? Some people have faced challenges with getting a job. How did you overcome the challenge of getting a job? Some people took a while before they got married. They faced so many challenges. What were the challenges you faced and overcame before you got married? Starting a business, lots of people have lots of stories on what they overcame before they started their business and it grew to be what it is. You can write some of that down. And then some people had debt, some people had, poverty staring them in the face, lack, and they overcame it. So, what are some of these things you have overcome that were challenging to you? In 30 seconds, write them down. Some more examples. People that okay, the time is running now, so I can keep talking while people who have faced health challenges, who have faced family disasters, so many things that people go through. That's 15 seconds now. So you just dig deep, you just think. Five of these things, write down five. You have like 10 more seconds. I gave you some extra seconds now. You need to write up to five. Five of these things. Five of these things. And I give you 10 extra seconds to write. So we're moving on now. Next thing you're going to do is think of something you have learned that someone else might want to learn about. Now, these are things that you didn't go to school for, probably. You were trained. It's not like you went to university for it. You were maybe trained on it. So things like handling tax and audits. You started your business and realized that wow, you need to go to FIRS and you need to do this and do that. So you need to check out, all these things about your business. So these little intricate details about business that you found out. Someone might need that information. Then cooking. Maybe you had to cook for an invalid or someone with a special condition and you learned some stuff that people don't generally know about. You might want to write about that. What about baking with special ingredients that are readily available in the market but people don't know about them? How about that? What about website design, teaching people how to design their own websites for themselves, or graphic designs, teaching people how to do graphic designs, teaching people how to dance, teaching people how to sing, anything that you learned and someone might want to learn about. Write down five of them. You have 30 seconds starts now. Yep, so the time is going and the time is moving on. They're going to write five things. We've gone 5 seconds down already. So pick it out and write it down. Pick it out and write it down. Pick it out and write it down. 5 more seconds. Five things. Five things. So, time up. Now, the next thing we're going to do is think of something cool that you have achieved. Maybe it's an award at your office. Maybe it's a prize you got, something from your community. It could be for promoting a cause, standing up for the rights of some people. It could be anything you have done that is an achievement. That is an achievement, right? Anything you have done that is an achievement, and people might want to know about this achievement. People might want to replicate it in their own communities and in their own environments. Okay, not necessarily business, but something worthwhile that can help other people. Okay, so we have achievement, award, promoting a cause, getting on a top 10 list. You have 30 seconds to write down five achievements you have accomplished. Five achievements you have accomplished. For example, I've written a book. Okay, so what have you done? What did you do that was not so easy, but is an achievement? It's something you've accomplished. So write them down. You have 10 seconds left. Five things. Five things. Five things. You have 10 seconds left. And time up. Now, the next thing you're going to do is solidify your idea. You have 30 seconds to pick 3 topics that you are passionate about out of these 15. Okay? 3 topics out of these 15 that you are passionate about. Topics out of these 15 that you are passionate about. Okay? You have a few more seconds. Few more seconds. Okay, we move on to the next slide. Next thing now is to put a tick against any column to which the comments apply, which is why I asked you to get your biro and paper. Now you have 3 book ideas that you have picked out, and we have some points here, and you're going to tick against them. The one that has the most ticks is the first and best idea, followed by the next, followed by the next. The first one is says, I have proof from my life that this works. Book idea 1, 2, or 3. Do you have proof from your life that this works? Tick whether it's idea 1, 2, or 3. Now, is there a market waiting to learn about this topic? Do you believe that this is a topic that people would like to learn about? Tick. It's easy for me to create content around this topic because it's something from your life experience. It's easy for you to talk about, it's easy for you to share about it. So for me, writing is so easy to share about, writing is so easy to talk about. So if I had a book idea, that would be my number 1. Parenting might be my number 2. Okay, because those are things that are very easy for me to talk about. I enjoy talking and listening to people talk about them. Okay, I would like to be associated with this topic. Okay, I'm more into arts. I would not really enjoy being associated to something too sciencey, right? Something close to your sphere of work, something close to where you want to be identified, the sector you wish to be identified in. That is where you should concentrate on. Okay, you'd like to be associated with this topic. Then can you work on this thing for the next 30 to 60 days? Can you focus time and energy on this? Is it interesting to you, or is it a boring idea? Is it a topic that is so boring that if you start today, I mean, please, just leave it, tomorrow I'll try again? So can you work on this in the next 30 to 60 days? Can you be focused on it? Now, if you were your own student, would you buy this book? Would you buy a book in this as a book on this topic? So you have to take, and then you pick your first choice, the one with the most ticks, the one with the most value to you and to your customer. Now, after you do all this, you have to verify your choice. How do you verify your choice? You look for 5 friends. 5 friends. When you find these 5 friends, you're going to research them and ask them, do you think this topic is relevant to us today? Do you think this is a relevant topic? Okay, assuming you saw this book, would you be willing to buy it? Okay, you'll be willing to buy it. Okay, so how much would you like to pay for it? Okay, listen to them. Some of them might be funny, some of them might be serious, but listen to them, get their ideas, and then research another 5 friends. You can even do it up to 20 friends, but get an average market research. Don't just ask your family members, ask family, friends, even strangers. Just generally research the market and find out what the pulse of the market is on this thing. Now you would have your main topic idea. From all this research, you will know the one that is actually readily available, readily marketable. And that's the one you should focus on, because you shouldn't just write a book and you write it for yourself, unless that's why the purpose of your writing is important, unless you intended to just write it for yourself and satisfy your personal desire. But if you wanted it to achieve a particular purpose, you research that topic, that market idea, that idea in the market, and you find out if it is worth it or if you should change your focus. Okay, now you're going to have a book title, and your first steps are all done. We've looked at how to focus, we've gotten clarity. Now, we've gotten an idea, we've gotten a plan, and the next thing is, how are we going to write this book? Who is going to write this book? And that person is you, unless you plan to have a ghost writer. If you have a ghost writer to write for you, that would be great, but that's also a lot of money. The next step now is to write your book. How are you going to write it? Okay. Are you going to write it yourself? Or are you going to give it to someone to write for you? Now, if you're writing it for yourself, you're going to face the kind of challenge I have. Your focus might not be properly directed. Okay, you see this picture here. It says there's more to life than what you have been focusing on. And a lot of times we focus on the wrong thing when we are writing. We focus on getting it done and then getting it out to the public. We focus on getting the work done and we focus on doing it all by ourselves. Before I wrote Weekends Are for Loving, I had tried and without success to write a book. But then I stumbled upon National Novel Writing Month. I tried with them for like 2 or 3 years. I could not complete a book. Their short name is NaNoWriMo. So if you go to nanowrimo.org, they are a non-governmental organization. You can go there and in 30 days you write a fiction book, 50,000 words. And for the first time in 2012, I did it. What was different between 2012 and the previous years? I told people I was writing. I got a writing commitment from a friend. She checked on me every week and asked me, how far? You say you're a writer, you want to write. Oh yeah, where is the book? What are you doing? How far? Where have you, how far have you gone? How many words have you covered? So I kept answering her and I kept pushing because I didn't want to disappoint her after all I had said. And then there was this other thing. CreateSpace was a partner for that year with NaNoWriMo, and they were offering 5 free printed copies. And I knew at that time that I did not have the money to make print copies, but I wanted to see my book in print. So the only way to get that is if you wrote your 50,000 words in 30 days, and I had to do it. One day I had to sit down and write 10,000 words in 24 hours. It wasn't easy. My son was 2 years old. My husband had to hang around and help me, right? And it was tough, but I did it. Sometimes you have challenges, you have issues. If you listen carefully, you will hear my tiny baby here. She's just 1 year old, right? But if I am writing a book, I will write it, no matter how small or how tiny the child is with me. When I know that I'm trying not to disappoint someone, when I know that I'm trying to meet up with a deadline, when I know I'm trying to get a focus, and that is the trick. The trick to writing and succeeding is having a group of people who support you, is having a support group. That's why we have the Joe Wilson 60 days write-off. 60 days is a rather long time to write a book. That's what you think till you start. It's actually short enough, okay? It's actually short enough. The 60 days write-off, sponsored by joewilson.com, is a writing challenge that benefits you. Now, what are the benefits that you get? You get to write your book faster. Your book is written much faster than if you were to do it alone. You get clarity and structure for your book. You get clarity and structure. You have support as you write. You'll be able to find your personal writing voice. You'll be sure that what you're writing is not rubbish. You'll be sure that what you're writing makes sense and it's helping and will be helpful to other people. And you'll be able to defeat writer's block because we have writing prompts that help you. You'll be able to complete your first draft and you'll be able to get honest reviews from the group. You'll get so many other things too. But what can you expect when you join? You can expect online lessons, weekly deadlines, personalized coaching one-on-one, accountability, which is very important to finishing. You'll get community feedback. You'll get to know how well your writing is and how good your work is. You know what to do better and what to adjust. Then you have 60 days membership. When you're done with your work and you finish on time, you still have membership. Then we have what we call the money back incentive. And I need to explain that. We usually start our trainings on the 1st of a month. Trainings will start, the program starts 1st of a month. Now it's going to start 1st of October. If in the first 15 days of October, you're able to finish your first draft, then for the rest of October into November, all 60 days, you are able to stay in the group for free. You won't pay for the next month. And that first month you paid for, you get 50% back on your money. Now, if you didn't finish by 15th of October, but you finished by 15th of November, that's the second month in the 60 days. If you finish before the 15th of November, you get back 50% of your November fee, and you are able to stay till the 60th day. You will stay there and you'll be able to keep working on your book. Now, who needs this program? If you're a business owner and you need books that reflect your business, books on your business area to show to showcase your product, to showcase what you do to your clients, to showcase, to teach your clients, you need this program. If you're an author and you've been struggling with writing your books, you need this program. If you're an author, you want to write faster, it takes you a longer time to get a book out, you want to do it faster, you need this program. If you're a blogger, why would a blogger need this? A blogger is able to write as many articles as possible that can cover a year, a quarter, or even half a year, a month. Depends on how you post. Do you post every day? Do you post once a week? Do you post 2 times a week? Depending on how you post, you'll be able to prepare posts for a quarter, a month, half a year, a full year. Depending on how you post, you'll be able to create enough posts to put out on your site. Okay, it reduces your need for paying people to blog for you, and it also helps you become more independent. Michael Hyatt talks about batching, making your blog, creating blog posts in batches. This will help you batch up your blog posts so that you can now automate them and send them out intermittently. You are more relaxed. You are not under pressure creating blog posts every day. Okay, now who else needs this? Anybody with a voice, a world changer. You want people to hear your voice, to know what you're talking, to know what you are passionate about. You want to reach the world. You want to put a shout out into the world that will be heard through the ages. This program is for you. Now, what does it cost? Just to know all this stuff we're talking. What does it cost? It doesn't cost 100,000, which is about the cost of writing, editing, and everything that someone will do for you. It doesn't cost 50,000 naira, which is basic writing and editing by an average author, by an author for you, a ghostwriter, right? And it's not 30,000, which your family member will collect from you if they just want to help you. Okay, my sister can write, so let her help me. Sister, how much will you charge? Basically between 13,000 and 15,000. It's not all that amount. It's not all that. Okay, what is it going to cost? It's a simple fee, 10,000 naira. However, if you register today, open your phone right now and send an email to admin@chosen.com with the words, "Give me the 50%. What happens? We'll contact you with details on how to get the discount. You get 50% off on this simple fee. Okay, it's a simple fee of 10,000 per month. And if you register now, you send an email to admin@chosen.com. Tell us you want 50%. We'll contact you with details on how to get the discount. The offer is valid only for today, 28th of September, 2017, which is my birthday. Now, do we have any questions? We're going to take questions on the other side because I can't see the screen. So remember, it is in you. Take action and send in that email. Okay, give me the 50%. All right, so let me click back to the other side and see who's there and see if I have any questions. Do I have any questions? At the moment, no. I don't have any questions. So thank you for viewing. Thank you for listening. Thank you for giving me your time. I'm grateful. And I want to remind you, okay, also subscribe. You can subscribe down below. Remember to press the subscribe button so you can get more information and more offers from this program. Okay, so you can get more offers from this program. So thank you very, very, very much. And I'm coming back to you. Thank you very much. It's been great talking to you, and happy birthday to me once again. Happy birthday to me. Thank you. Bye.